A top structural engineer shockingly deeply stabbed his own foot with a pair of gardening shears. The prison guard claimed this was an accident. But the female doctor saw 100 points of fear and 0 points of sincerity in his eyes. What secret is this man named Michael really hiding? He deliberately injured himself just to get into the infirmary. Because this was the most crucial link in his meticulously designed jailbreak blueprint. However, plans never keep up with changes. Mob boss Abruzzi, because he had long been unable to obtain the whereabouts of the key witness, Fibonacci. They even cruelly cut off Michael's 2 toes. Under intense pain, Michael realized that violent threats would only escalate. Meanwhile, his brother Lincoln was burning with anxiety. He warned Michael that to get out alive, he must first deal with the Abruzzi problem. But Michael's plan was far more complex than he imagined. He confessed that there was still another crucial figure in the entire jailbreak plan. Everything hinges on this one person.
You can't be serious. The guy's a thief, Michael.
That is right. This person is his roommate, Sucre, a thief with 16 months left on his sentence. At this moment, Sucre is lost in a phone call with his fiancée, Maricruz. Unaware of the approaching storm. However, his mother-in-law's cutting remarks from the other end of the phone set off alarm bells in his mind. Meanwhile, Veronica, Michael's former lawyer and Lincoln's ex-girlfriend, has made new progress in her investigation. She found Lydia, the girlfriend of the victim in the Lincoln case. This woman knows some earth-shattering secrets.
She said that somebody else was behind the killing of the vice president's brother.
But Leticia was scared out of her wits and dared not reveal more information. Veronica was unaware that danger was already silently approaching. Meanwhile, Lincoln's son LJ was arrested for theft. The judge, to punish him, even arranged for him to participate in the prison's rehabilitation program. And his mentor was none other than Lincoln, his death row father whom he had always resented. This estranged father and son are about to reunite in the most desperate place. In prison, Michael must win over Sucre as quickly as possible. He disguised a piece of soap as a phone, deliberately letting Sucre discover it, to test if he could keep a secret. As expected, when the prison guard threatened to revoke conjugal visit rights, Sucre betrayed Michael without hesitation. However, the prison guards only found a bar of soap, and Sucre's visitation rights were permanently revoked. He suffered a double loss, so angry that he wanted to eat Michael alive. And this is precisely Michael's first step. He told Sucre that he could help him break out of prison, allowing him to regain his freedom and see his beloved Maricruz. Confronted with this crazy proposal, Sucre was completely dumbfounded.
Out of here. 16 months from now, I'm out the gate. I'm getting married, Poppy, and I'm sure as hell not doing it with no pop.
He angrily rejected Michael, and even applied for a cell transfer. Michael's plan suffered a fatal blow at the very first step. Meanwhile, Veronica finally managed to persuade Leticia to come to the office to testify. Leticia finally revealed that it was government officials who paid off Lincoln's $90,000 debt back then. Just as Veronica was preparing to record the testimony, Leticia excused herself for a smoke and walked out of the office. A man in a suit walked in, identifying himself as Secret Service agent Kellerman. His words were filled with hypocritical concern and subtle threats. After Kellerman left, Veronica was horrified to discover that Leticia had vanished without a trace. She still doesn't know that Lydia has been brutally murdered in the wilderness by Kellerman and his accomplices. The only witness is gone, and Veronica's investigation has once again reached an impasse. Distraught, she even saw her relationship with her fiancé come to an end because of this. In prison, Abruzzi also received an ultimatum from his behind the scenes boss. His family was invited on a vacation, and their lives were directly threatened. Abruzzi realized that the strategy must be changed. He proactively sought out Michael and unexpectedly, at a critical moment, saved his life by blocking the fatal attack from his arch nemesis Teabag. He then proposed a deal to Michael.
Trade. You get me a plane, I'll get you Fibonacci.
A new, uncertain alliance is thus formed. On visiting day, Lincoln finally met his son LJ. Confronted with his father, who had only 4 weeks left to live, LJ went from initial resistance to finally letting down his guard. The father and son, separated by the barbed wire fence, clasped their hands tightly as Lincoln uttered the long overdue, "I love you."
I love you. I'll always love you.
However, the warmth is short-lived and crisis strikes again. Sucre has really been transferred. The prison guard found Michael a new cellmate. A lunatic from the psychiatric ward, Hiwa. Michael's heart sank. He told Lincoln that the plan was already 3 days behind schedule, and their margin for error was 0. The most terrifying thing is that this new roommate has a fatal flaw.
I got a neuroanatomic lesion affecting my reticular activating system.
What does that mean?
It means I don't sleep at all.
A roommate who never sleeps drove Michael, who needed to dig holes at night, into utter despair. How can he break free from this situation? Leave your guesses in the comment section.